Hello, this is the Return to Helgen mod and I'm going to show you some of this mod's secrets. This is actually version 1.73, but I've added some more quests to it since then, and whilst the voice actors are doing their stuff, I'm going to make this video for you and reveal some of the secrets. I'll show you some of the new quests actually with the standing voice files that I've done. Just remember, right, the voices you hear aren't the final voices, they're just the voices I've used for my testing of the mod. But anyway, I'm going to show you the first secret first. See this step here? The top of that step is a trigger that starts all the new quests. The reason for that is the start from beginning of game option that used to be used in all previous games doesn't work that reliably anymore. I actually found that out when I'd finished making the Thalmor Hall mod and had to go back and rework the lot using triggers to manually start the quest because the automatic start didn't work. So we go up here. I've just started all my beta quests, ones that nobody's seen yet. So this is an exclusive. Right, let's just go up these steps here and go into the commander's quarters. As people know, version 1.71 and 1.72 were corrupt, so I had to rebuild 1.73 from 1.70. So this is 1.70 to 1.73 directly. Now this is the new feature here.
Speak quickly.
This is part of the Stormcrown series. This is the part of the plot anyhow, Stormcloaks is the other. But this is the main part I needed to get done before moving on to the next. You needed to see what these guys were up to. So let's find out what they're up to.
Something? Make it quick.
We are here about the Talos worshippers. We understand the destruction of Helgen caused a temporary delay in tracking them down. But now Helgen has been rebuilt, the Aldemir Dominion must insist the Empire sticks to the terms of the treaty and starts arresting them again. See his pants flickering? It looks like he's... Oh, I'm not even going to suggest it. Of course. We will wait downstairs. Yes, you go downstairs. Bye bye. Right. The Eight Divines is all about the Talos worshippers and what they're doing. This is our commander's assistant, who has woken up just in time to speak to us.
Yes?
Funny how that works out.
Need something?
They can be very arrogant and pushy, sir. We had them here before the dragon attack, and they were no different back then. Right then. I'm afraid so, sir. The White Gold Concordat clearly states we must cooperate with them in this matter. Yes, sir. But the alternative is another war, and the Empire is not ready for that. So we do what we must. You're going to have to go downstairs and tell the Thalmor agent that you will start rounding up the Talos worshippers. So you see, I'm actually using the whole Thalmor Great War Talos worshipping thing as part of the plot line here. Now, it builds on the lore that already exists. The Stormcrown is actually explained in some books which I'll show you in a minute. What do you need then? The Aldemir Dominion needs you to do your job and track down these Talos worshippers and bring them back to Helgen. We will collect them from here and see to their punishment ourselves. I've actually got a voice actor in mind to replace the lines for him, and I hope he does it because he's got a good clear English voice, and I think an English voice would suit this character. You sound like a Talos sympathiser. I'm afraid I'm going to have to report this to my superiors. Isn't he an arrogant twat? I have a list of Talos worshippers the Aldemir Dominion wishes you to round up. When you are ready to do your duty to your empire and the treaty that exists between our two great empires, come and talk to me again. I'll tell you where to go to pick up the Talos worshippers on our list. Anything else I should know? Yes. If you fail to carry out this task, I will see to it that you are replaced and arrested as a Talos sympathiser. The treaty between our two empires leaves you no choice but to carry out this task, and I expect you to do so without delay. I need to talk to my assistant again. Please go upstairs. Of course. We'll be waiting upstairs. Speak to me again when you're ready to perform this task. Commanding a fort is not as simple as being a legionnaire in a fort's garrison, I'm afraid. You have to be a politician too. I have some books about the Thalmor and the Great War. I'll put them in your quarters downstairs. If you want to learn about the treaty and the Thalmor, just read those books, then you'll be fully briefed. In the meantime, I suggest you ask our Thalmor agent friend here where the first Talos worshipper can be found, before he has you replaced. So, no choice. The Thalmor basically made the Empire agree to root out Talos worship and hand over parts of Hammerfell, which basically fractured the Empire even more, made it weak. As a result of it, it makes it easier for the Thalmor to conquer it later on. Now, that guy there gave you all the books you need to learn about the Stormcrown and the background to the Great War and everything that's going to be the background to the Stormcrown series, which is 3 mods like I've told everybody, and this is the first one. Return to Helgen is the first one. The first one deals with mostly the grunt work, what the Legion, how the Legion handles it, which is basically a very small part. It deals with like the Talos worship and stuff like that. But if you want to read about Stormcrown, the first place you go is when you declare the Dragonborn by the Greybeards. Right, when they finish declaring you the Dragonborn, go and talk to one of them and they'll explain to you what was said in English, and they'll tell you about the Stormcrown and Ysmir and that lot, Dragon of the North. You'll also, if you dig a bit deeper, you'll also find out that Ysmir and a few others were considered to be avatars of Lorkin, which to humans was the creator god, he created the world, but to the elves, Lorkin was the trickster. He's the one that got them all booted out of Aetherius, heaven, so they all had to live down on this Nairn, this Tamriel. So they don't like him too much, but humans love him. Anyhow, in the 4th book of Rising Threat, right, which is on this table, the one right at the top, if you flick through it, you'll come across a page here about Okato's murder began the Stormcrown interim. That means basically there was nobody sitting on the Imperial throne. So the Stormcrown there refers to the Imperial throne, specifically the Dragon Emperors. Right? So anyhow, the 4th book explains that, and that's what the 3 mods I'm making are about, filling that void again. But they're covering the whole Imperial spectrum, not just the Emperor bit. You'd be seeing some secret agent stuff in the 2nd part. Right. Anyhow, they're the books. By the way, I found this hidden away in the editor. That's an old Imperial helmet design. That's the new one, that's the old one. So what I did is, if you choose the Empire, I had the officer, or Empire thing, I had the officer helmet and the old helmet placed on the table. So you get to choose which one you want. If you don't get it here, you'll have to go scouring Skyrim to get it, because it's one of those rare items. You see, here's one I picked up earlier. Quite smart, isn't it? Yeah. Might use that helmet again for a squad later on. This guy is now going to have new orders for me, so I'm just going to show you this briefly. But remember, this is the quest that's working, but I still haven't got the voice work done for it. So when you see a woman with my voice, it's not going to be in the final mod.
You want something from me?
I have your first job: the arrest of a very dangerous Talos worshipper.
Ooh, dangerous.
The cult that they are part of has killed many Thalmor agents whilst in pursuit of their duty. Bring this individual back to Helgen Keep. I will send just a car for them once the job is done.
Ooh, there's a job in the half there. Dangerous Talos worshipper.
By the way, before we go anywhere, let me just show you something again. If you're going to make a lore mod, right, and a lot of players have got no clue what the real lore actually is, they just make it up as they go along. But if you're going to make a lore mod, having the actual reference material sat on a table that the player can read, is basically unbeatable. I mean, this isn't wiki lore that players interpreted from the game. This is actual lore sat on that table right there that you read to find out what this mod is about. 100% Beth original lore right there. Nobody can argue with the lore in them books. Beth wrote it, therefore it is official. So if I deviate from anything in that book, you'll know about it, won't you? So that's how you make a lore mod. You stick to what's in them books. You don't listen to wikis, you look at the books. Here we go. Towards the Talos Shrine. And there's our Talos worshipper, the very dangerous farmer's daughter. I guess the Thalmor were exaggerating, but look at all these bodies. These are actually placed by Bethsada. I never placed any, I just placed my NPC right there. So this is actually making use of this location. And there's the Thalmor body, proving that they were here and they did the slaughtering. Now, this woman has got my voice right now. And since I know what YouTube is like, and if I show it, I'm just going to get loads of complaints from idiots that don't read the or don't see the rest of the video. I think I'm just going to not show you this bit, so I'm going to stop the video and we'll start after I've spoken to her. There we go. Right. She's now my prisoner, and this is the shrine to Talos. Now, this covers what the actual effect that the Talos ban is having on everyday people in Skyrim and the Empire. She's just an everyday person, and these were everyday people until the Thalmor killed them. So basically the Thalmor are using this as a way of sowing dissent amongst Imperial citizens against the Empire. They know it's going to cause the Empire problems. By the time you finish doing these, you can absolutely hate the Thalmor. So part 2 of the mod's going to be, part 2 of the Stormcrown series is going to make more sense to you. Now, we've got this prisoner, we have to hand her in. This dangerous farmer's daughter the Thalmor was after. I wanted to use this this keep a bit and not just have it as eye candy. So this is actually quite good for that. Now this guy here is the prison guard. He's usually stood behind there, but for some reason he's gone walkers.
Need something?
Right, got a prisoner to turn in. Another Talos worshipper, I see. We had a lot of those before the dragon attack. Guess this prison is going to get busy again. You prisoner, go to cell 4. I'll be down in a minute to settle you in.
Yes?
That's temporary voice I've made for that character as well. I've got voice actors doing the words for that. But now she'll walk to her cell and wait for him to lock her up. He doesn't actually lock her up. I figured this part of the simulated prisoner exchange thing was good enough. Still, it's nice of her to walk to the prison herself, isn't it? Nice and cooperative, these Talos worshippers. That's it, you stay there, missus. The Thalmor are coming for you. Right, we've got her behind bars now. So, since this stinks to high heaven and the Thalmor are clearly lying to us about these dangerous cultists, let's go talk to our commander's assistant and see what he has to say. I'm sure he's not going to be quiet on the topic.
I'm waiting.
Yes, sir. I guess this is about the dangerous prisoner.
Yes, it is.
You found a bunch of murdered farmers at the Talos shrine, and the prisoner is nothing more than some farmer's daughter, you say. Clearly the Thalmor sent you to finish a job they failed to complete. And your story of the bodies does not surprise me at all. Even before the dragon attack there were similar tales of Thalmor atrocities. Absolutely nothing, sir. The treaty allows them to do that, and states we have to help them. You are just going to have to continue bringing in the Talos worshippers so we can hand them over to the Thalmor. We have no choice, sir. So this is laying it on the line for you, look. We've got to perform this duty because that's part of the treaty. That's what part 1 is all about.
What? Hmm?
That dangerous Talos worshipper was a farmer's daughter. It is not your place to question your emperor's orders. It is your job to follow those orders no matter what they may involve. Now if that is clear, I have another job for you.
I'm not going to do that job. Just wanted you to hear that bit. You know, he doesn't even try to hide it. The Stormcrown series starts off by showing you what it's like as a legionnaire to be dealing with this treaty, the White Gold Concordia, and the dealing with the Thalmor. Part 2 lets you pay a little back, give them a little payback, you know, so the Thalmor get what's coming to them. But you do it as an agent, so you're not actually openly working for the Empire. You're just undermining everything they're trying to do to undermine the Empire. Anyhow, let's look at something else. Right, this is the smithy. You do this as part of a quest, right? It's a part of the mining quest, then this opens. Originally he isn't built at all. If we go down here, we'll find the mine, which is built as part of a quest. And there's this smelter over there. If we go into here, once you see, you discover ore inside Helgen, and inside this mine is where the ore is kept. But we all know that mines in Skyrim have a ridiculous respawn time. So it's for most people's games, it's respawn once, or it's used once, and then that's it. You never get the ore back again in the lifetime of your character, unless you're one of those level 80 players that never changes their character at all, in which case it probably will respawn. But anyway, what I did is I've made a script. These guys here will keep on mining for you, and they deposit their stuff in here. So you keep on getting ore from your mine. Like I've got 8 here, look. You see? So I can pick them up now, and that'll be it. They can only have 15 in that chest of each, 30 total. So these guys here, the miners, will stop filling that up once it reaches 30 ore. Once we've got the ore, we need to smelt it into bricks, of course, or ingots. So we go here. We just go to there, go down. So you can actually run a little business here, you know, getting ore and stuff. Especially if you do the hunting lodge stuff as well. I'll just show you that now. Over here we got the hunting lodge. Now the hunting lodge is the one with the tannery thing
Need
outside
something?
of it, because you're going to get the leather as a result of hunting. You see, hunting lodge. So if you've got any leather you go here, you can do the leather thing. But I haven't. Right. So anyway, this guy in here offers you jobs. You can actually make a nice little living from this guy as well. Because if you were to work out the price of the meat on its own, right, it's not very much.
Good
But
afternoon.
this guy gives you a lot higher rates than you'd get anywhere
Those
else.
arrows mostly. Take a look.
Ooh, that. I'm always running out of them arrows and them. Anyway, he sells arrows and stuff, but this is what he's asking for. You hunt for all this stuff. He'll actually give you a good price for these as well. It's something like 10 times the price of it normally, halved, which amounts to about 200 gold mostly for most of them. So you need to hand in 10 or something, and you get 200 gold. Whereas if you did it normally, you'd get something like 20 gold. So you can actually make a living from him selling meat to him and stuff. And also, because you're hunting, you get like the leather, which you can then tan and then turn into stuff for armour, can't
Need
you?
something?
And since you run the mine as well, you've got yourself
Yes.
a little business here for making armour. So you've got your ore from there, smelt it there, tan it over there, you know, the leather, after hunting. Then all you need to do is go and talk to the smithy about using his stuff.
Need something?
We're going to see if he's got any
I have lots of things that might interest you.
leather.
Take a look.
He's got 13 leather, that'll do. And he's got some leather strips. So, whilst we're here, we can use the ore we've had from our mine to make something. Right, let's make that. So, made with stuff we've hunted and mined, except for the leather, which I cheated on, of course.
I have lots of things that might interest you. Take a look.
You could actually roleplay Smithy with this because of the support that's built into it. It's actually not hard at all. If we go over here, we've got the marketplace. Now these will sell stuff during the day, and then they'll just camp out at night. I'll show you that in a sec actually. At night they either go to the pub or they hang about the fire. They don't stand there to attention all day. Also your commander's assistant comes out in the night as well. There he is, look. He's coming out to enjoy the fire.
Out with it.
And this is the merchants. They like to go to the pub on a night as well, along with some other people.
Need something?
Quite a nice little atmosphere, isn't it? This is where they tried to behead you in the start of the game, by the way. The original cart was over here, if you remember. Just about here. You crawled out and he goes, shall we execute him, sir? Yeah, send him to the block. And you turn that way and the dragon appears up there. It gives it a nice towny feeling, don't you think? I quite like it anyway. But the other important place in this, which you haven't seen yet, is the bar. When you first start the mod, this is the first place you should go really, not only to trigger the quest here, but also because the bartender is one of the people that actually has something to set you going and set you off, get everything going. I've already done it in this, but let's see if he's got anything to say now.
Need something?
Yeah, he's just selling stuff. He sells all kinds of stuff, by the way, not just bar
Quite a bit,
stuff.
actually. I'm the primary merchant in Helgen.
Like he says, he's a primary merchant. Lots of different boats and clothes. All the stuff you don't usually see anywhere else, he's selling. You see, you won't get many weapons from him or anything. You know, just clothes and trinkets and decorated stuff. He's basically the merchant that sells everything everybody else doesn't. This is my squad. I'm in the Legion, as you can see, but I could have been a Stormcloak if I wanted, and I'm allowed to give them orders. Now, if one of them was to die, I wouldn't wait for him to respawn or make him invincible. I'd go to the guy, the officer in charge of the keep, which I'm going to do now. Right, and I want to explain how this works for you. You go into the keep, and then you talk to this guy here.
Yes? Need something?
Now, you can ask about patrols or you can ask about replacements. Right? We're going to ask about replacements. That's going to cause all of them to be sent back to the barracks and replaced. Right? It effectively resets everything on them as well. Thank you for the report. I will assign some more troops to your command. Try not to get them killed. Job done.
Until next
Now,
time.
they're all gone, you notice, but we'll just wait here for them to come out and they'll magically reappear. There you go. That's resurrected any dead members and it's restocked their equipment. But none of these respawn, so it is safe to change their equipment. But remember, if you go to that guy and ask for replacements, it is going to reset their equipment. So you've got to take it off them before you do that. Ready to move out, sir. Right, I'm going to get them to follow us. Right, where's he gone? There he is.
Yes?
I'm going to do a patrol. Well done, trooper. You've just volunteered for a patrol. Some of these patrols are long, some of them aren't. I need you to take a patrol out to Falkreath. The patrol will end once you enter the Dead Man's Drink Inn. What that means is I'm two patrols away from being promoted to Governor of Helgen. Not bad. I've already been round the patrols once, you see. I've done all of them once. Right, we're going to do the Falkreath patrol. This means we've got to go out the west gate. So that is this gate. Right, we're going to go around here now. Now, because Skyrim has everything spawn in the same predictable places in the same predictable way as you first saw it, that means we're going to get bandits around here now. In fact, they're firing arrows at someone over there, you can see it.
Hey, be careful!
I had a dead-on shot then, so that guy ran in front of me. There we go. Now we're carrying on with our patrol. Oh, by the way, they don't sneak with you either. I don't know why, I'm going to have to work on that.
Be careful!
Got him. Oh yes, that was a nice one. And we're going to get by without getting our men killed. When you're role-playing a Legion, right, or Stormcloak, try not to kill your men with these traps if you can help it. I'm not losing one. 1 stuck somewhere. But don't forget, if you do lose one on patrol, you can ask for replacements and he'll magically reappear. So basically you go to the officer in charge and go, "Sir, can replace our casualties, sir," and he'll send you some recruits. More immersive that way, especially when you've got a squad charging up behind you, you know, backing you up. If you notice they're in line as well, they're not all grouped up.
Let me guess. Someone stole your sweet.
There we go. Once we go into here, that'll be it, patrol over. There we go, fast travel enabled. By the way, that fast travel, right, whilst it's used the same in every single patrol, it randomly doesn't work. You know, fast travel disabled option doesn't work, you know, some of the time. It's just the way the scripting language works. It's so screwed up. It's not reliable. It doesn't work 100% the way it should 100% of the time. It works some of the time if it feels like it. Anyhow, we've done that now, so we'll go back to Helgen, right? Anyhow, we've done the job now, so let's give him some
Yes?
time off, shall we? Off duty.
Yes, sir. We will be in the Helgen Arms if you need us.
Yeah, drunk, I guess. Right. Anyway, this is Helgen. That's some of the features of Helgen. Right, I just wanted to show you it all, right, so you can see what it's about. Remember, the Stormcloak series is about lore. It focuses on the game lore. I've given you them books so you can read it yourself, so you can see what's coming. The bits that you won't hear just yet are the Petrus Oculatus, or whatever they're called. They're the agency you'll be joining in part 2 and taking on the Thalmor indirectly, and they're also going to set up part 3, which allows you to see the Emperor as the weak point in the current Empire, and if you get rid of him you can replace him yourself and then lead the Empire to a more stronger, victorious future. But to do that, I have you join the Dark Brotherhood, or I will have you join the Dark Brotherhood, and the Elder Council guy that turns up to offer you the mission, he's going to be working for the Petrus Oculatus as well. I'm going to tie it all in so it all works with my plot, and it merges seamlessly, shall we say. That way everything appears to be part of the original game and doesn't feel bolted on like many mods do. Because if you're going to make a lore mod, it should sit in the original game like it was meant to be there. That's what I think anyway. Anyway, that's enough for now. Right, this is version 7.3 with the new features added. Once the voice acting has been done for it, you'll see the new features released in either 1.8 or 2.0 depending on how I work it. Right, see you later.